Okay, so FISK the card game. Here's the box in the tin here. You slide off the sleeve there. And I recommend keeping that sleeve to help keep the tin closed, especially when you're traveling. So the first card is the FISK card on the back, and then it is the map card. 10 die of black, 10 of white, 75 pips, 3 colors, and 2 decks of playing cards. Well-designed package, so there's not a lot of extra spare room. And then a deck of all the other ancillary cards and the character cards and whatnot. So there it is, all nicely in a nice little tin. It's got some good heft to it.
Yes, it does.
Alright, so Nick is unpacking the character cards and the score cards there. And I've got playing cards. And we're going to set the playing cards aside for now. We'll get to those in a second. So in the character deck, there are these 3 cards called Game Changers. And they have different special abilities. Each one is unique. Each player will pick one of these at the beginning of the game. And we'll get to that in a second. Put them to the side right now, face down. Nobody's supposed to know which one they pick until they pick them. So these are the 3 factions. We've got our Comic-Con bonus card here, Construct, added to the Triken. The 3 factions are the Triken, the Grift, and the Bloodfallen. Bloodfallen is red, Grift is blue, and the Triken is gray. Alright, so we are going to start the game by taking a die and rolling to see who gets to choose a faction first. It looks like it's Nick. So Nick gets to choose his faction first, and I will get to have the first offensive phase because I'm the last.
And I'm going to go with the Bloodfallen over here.
And I'm going to go with the Triken. Okay, so he's giving me my pips here to keep score and whatnot. Okay, so now the second thing we need to do, since he won the first, he gets to roll and determine if it's day or night. Then I get to choose what continent to battle for. And the continents have different numbers. These numbers tell you how many characters you can have on a team when battling for that continent. So we got a 3, so it is daytime. So I'm going to put a pip here, it doesn't matter what color, because we are playing a short game and I am the attacker and the runner.
Yep.
And as the attacker, I'm going to choose what continent to play for. I choose South America. So we're going to go after South America. He's already lined us up. Bloodfallen starts with Europe as an occupied territory, and I have Australia.
Let's do this real quick. We're going to pick our Game Changer cards. Here, let's.
And you're supposed to pick one and keep it so that the other person can't see it. So these are played once per game, not per battle, per game. So if we were to, say, do the majority of continents, so we're going to play until one of us has 4 out of the 7, he can use that once during that entire affair. Okay, so now there are 12 cards that we choose for our faction. I actually have 13 because there is an expansion card Construct in here somewhere. There he is. So that makes 13. So I need to eliminate 1 in order to play. And the way that you win is to either exhaust all the characters, so all 12 characters, or to win the territories that you're battling for, territory or territories. I'm going to go ahead and just remove Construct, since he was the last one to the party.
Aww.
And he has chosen his Bloodfallen there.
Right, I have chosen Bad Luck Betty, Sinful Black, and Bloodbank.
Okay, and I'm going to actually have an interesting... I'm going to choose Hound, which is the only other Bloodfallen in the game other than on the Bloodfallen team at this point. And I'm going to choose FISK, the namesake. And I think I'm going to do Chrome, because I like her. Alright, so I get to go first. We're going to deal 12 cards in a hand. 12. And there are always 12 cards in your hand. When you are at the end of a phase, you will redraw to refill your hand. I got an armor card, and that is play it immediately. He got one too, so we're going to equip that immediately. And whenever you get an armor card, if you're able to play it, you play it immediately. I'm going to put it on Chrome here. And I'm going to draw another card. And he's going to do likewise.
As soon as I figure out my hand.
May I suggest putting it on one of my characters?
No. Alright, let's see.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12.
I'm going to put it on Sinful Black here.
Alright.
And I'm going to draw a card.
Okay, so now I'm going to build my first chain. Now, I have to use all my characters before I can reuse another one. So, in other words, if I use FISK, I then have to use Hound and Chrome before I can use FISK again. I'm going to look at my cards, see the multipliers that are available. Multipliers are shown in yellow. The strikes in white are playable, but not any special action. Right. And then the ones grayed out, you cannot play.
Right, with that character.
With that character. So, I am going to attack with FISK. I'm going to attack Bad Luck. No, I'm going to attack Blood Bank there. And he gets 3 cards. He has a number 3 on his strike icon there, which means I can play 3 cards in a strike chain. And I'm going to make them all special.
Special.
I'm going to start off with a hand-to-hand and follow up with my sword there twice. Okay, so now I have 2 die that I can roll, as shown on the card by the strike icon, to determine the strength of each strike. That one is pitiful. Oh, that one's even worse. Grief, man. I'm going to start rolling like different die. Holy crap. So, I open up with weak, weak, and weaker. I am now arranging, I'm setting the way it's going to be that it resolves, and he has to respond to the way that I set it. So, I'm going to load up the first strike with the weakest, because he might be able to block it, or what have you. That's the way I'm going to do it. They're all doubled. So,
that would be 5, 8, 10, that would be 20 damage to Blood Bank. 20 damage, that's actually a lot more than it
looks like, yeah.
Yeah, than it looks like.
And I'm waiting here to draw my cards until he's had his chance. Because he might stun me and then a whole different thing, I don't know.
Well, see, the funny thing is I don't want to waste blocks on that.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So I think I'm just going to, I don't want to just take it, but I think I'm going to take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means 5,
10, 15, 20.
20 damage. 2 blood bank. I am going to clean up here. I'm going to make our discard pile. Ba-bam. And now it is his turn for an offensive phase.
Yay.
And my turn for a defensive, since he's going to be attacking me, more than likely.
Aw, see how that worked?
Oh, I get to draw my cards.
Oh, yes, please.
1, 2, 3.
I'm going to be attacking with Bad Luck Betty. Brown for down.
Alright.
I don't think we'll ever be able to say Bad Luck Betty without
Bad Luck Betty.
Okay, so she has a 4 attack chain, so there's 4 cards. All of which are doubled, I should mention. And I get 1 of 2, so I roll 2, go with the highest number, and we'll put that there.
And he's just kind of tentatively placing the die on the cards.
Right.
It'll be determined at the end.
I'm going to put that over there if you don't mind. Actually, I think it just kicked me.
Yes, it's down there.
Oh, man, would you look at that?
Wow. Okay, and that is against 2.
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell you who I was attacking. I think I was going to attack... I was doing FISK because it was retaliatory.
Okay.
Retaliatory.
So now he's set the order, he's set the strike strength, and told me which one he's going after. So
right,
now,
and I attack left to right, which means that left would be the first strike. For him, it would be the right.
Right, so I respond right to left in a block chain.
Right.
I do have 2 blocks here, so I can use those, possibly. FISK can play 3 cards. So, I'm going to try to do that since they are strong, and I can probably still block them. I'm going to use the black die, as you should when you're defending. That one is blocked.
Aww, I really didn't think we were going to make that one.
And I'm going to try to block again. Come on! No whammies. Yay!
Wow.
So in this case, I got exactly 6. So as long as it's the same strength or higher, you get the successful block.
Right.
So now, since I'm out of blocks, I can follow basically with a counter strike. So you'll be able to see how that works. There's no other card I can play yet. I can't play this yet. We'll get to that when we can play it. So I'm going to pick one that is multiplied, which will be hand to hand. And this one's going to happen in between these two strikes. So if he were really low in health, I might be able to kill him or otherwise disrupt the chain, and then these two would never hit me. But in this case, he's definitely not going to die from this. But I'm going to get a quick jab in there. Quick means one die. All counter strikes are just one die because it's just meant to be a quick, in between moves kind of thing. And it is 5, so it is multiplied to 10. So these are blocked. He's going to take 10 off right away, and then I have to take the rest. So that is 24.
Yes, it is.
And I did not lay out my health cards here. Didn't have to yet, I guess.
So while you do that, I'll clean up the resolve, or clean up the resolution, I guess. I don't know how to say that.
Clean up.
Clean up.
Okay, so I take 12, yeah? Oh, 24.
24, yeah.
So
Whoa.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 24. All right, so these are laid out in increments of 5 to help make it easy to score. Those there. Okay, so take my 3 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so now it is my turn again. Offensive phase. I can attack with either Hound or Chrome. You know what? I'm going to use this opportunity to use a special.
Ooh.
I'm going to use Chrome Special, and this is why I gave her the armor. Chrome Special, it takes 3 offensive phases to resolve, but if she's not killed first, the target will die. So I am going to... I'm definitely going to go after Sinful. That makes the most sense since he has the armor and he's full health. So I am going to show that I have used my special by tapping it with a pip there on the card that's for Chrome. And now it's his turn. He's been thrown for a loop here. He's thinking real hard because he doesn't want to lose.
Well, right now the only thing I can do is attack with Sinful, and I'll use Sinful Strikes, my special.
Yep.
Sinful Strikes with such great speed and resolve that he deals minus 15 health to each enemy character. This special is unstoppable.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, because he knew that Sinful was probably going to die, he used the special
Right.
to make sure he could use it. Okay, there's 1. So that would be my second.
Right. And then the only other thing I can do is attack with Blood Bank. And no matter what I do, I'm not going to be able to kill Chrome, which means that poor Sinful Black is dead.
Right, but you still get a second win, possibly.
So it would behoove me to attack FISK. So that's what I'm going to do. Did I do that backwards? No, I didn't.
Wow, your cards must be like all blocks or something.
Yes, they are. Alright, so...
Are you sure you're going to do that?
Yeah, well...
So there's only one card that would be doubled, so it's probably best to put that
The highest.
and he put it last so that I probably can't block it. Although I'm going to try. Now in this case, I'm going to use this card. Envirostun! Which means that none of those strikes land, but it gives him the opportunity to change in any cards that he wants.
And I think I will.
So I was kind of being nice there, not really, but...
No, not really at all.
Well, he gets to draw first, and then I'll draw to replace my stun.